Welcome to Secret Dealers, the show where our team of ruthless antique experts will be rifling through ordinary people's homes and trying to persuade them to sell their most treasured possessions.
I'm about to let our team of antique dealers into two houses they've never seen before. With thousands of pounds of their own money at stake, their mission is to hunt down and place secret bids on the items they most desire.
This is a strong bid for this.
But they're competing against each other, and the gloves are off.
Excuse me, I'm going in there next.
Going in there.
I've been forming an orderly cube.
Our dealers are all after the same precious belongings.
I see David's bid for that as well.
That'd be interesting.
Which leads to some difficult decisions.
If they just want all of them, I think I'll say no, but I'm getting tempted now.
And we find out why this silver gilt inkstand is causing so much excitement.
Thank you very much. We have 3 new bids.
First up, we're off to a large Georgian townhouse in East Yorkshire. Inside, there's an interesting mix of the old and the new, and spread over its 3 floors are a myriad of antiques, including a maritime collection. These items have mostly been inherited or bought along the way by Ken and Gail, who live here with their daughter Sophie. They're keen to downsize, and although Gail would get rid of everything, there are some things that mean more than others to Ken, like this diver's helmet, which holds memories for him of his brother.
My brother and I both loved these, and we always said one of us will buy one someday, and I was fortunate enough to buy it. It's in the way all the time, it weighs an absolute ton, but I still love it.
Now, you have got a fantastic mixture in your house. I love the wacky wallpaper, by the way. Is that yours, Gail?
Mine, yes.
How did I guess? Because you've got really modern and really quite glamorous mixed with antique.
But yeah, it's a little bit of all of us, really, isn't it?
So why do you want to get rid of stuff?
Well, eventually we're going to have to downsize. We might as well start doing it gradually so we haven't got a great mass to do all in one go.
Tell me what in particular you would like to hold on to.
Definitely the marine antiques, maritime antiques.
Have you got any connections with naval or marine history?
My dad used to work in the fishing industry, but that's the only connection.
So it's purely something that you just have seen and you wanted to own?
Yeah.
What would you really love to see the back of, Gail?
The horse.
The horse? Oh, that lovely rocking horse.
Lovely rocking horse.
What's the matter with the rocking horse?
I just find it attractive in any way.
It's part of my childhood, rocking horse, but...
So is it fair to say, Gail, that you're really driving this decluttering?
Yes, it's got to happen.
Well, I think those dealers are going to have a field day in your house, and we have got a marine specialist. Well, they're going to be here any minute, so it's time to very gently shoo you out of the house, and we'll see you in about an hour.
There's plenty of ground to cover today, but that won't put off our secret dealers.
Oh, interesting house, though.
We've got Stuart Hofgartner, and for him, the more unusual the antique, the better.
It's a paperweight and it's engraved on the back, and they were used as advertising. But I like that.
David Ford's a real all-rounder, and having spent some time in the Navy, he's no stranger to a maritime antique or two.
This is fabulous. I bet David would love that.
But he knows he's going to have to dig deep to outmaneuver our nautical expert, David Bond, who straight away has sounded out a ship's telegraph lurking in the kitchen.
This is a ship's telegraph, single-sided, by famous makers Chadburn, obviously for giving the orders for port and starboard engines. We've got it connected up so it rings. I think I might just leave a bid on that one. See if that does the job.
It's a nice clock. I do like it. It's got an 8-day striking movement, and the face is nicely painted. That's a nice one. Pop my little offer there. The other thing I found in here is this meat plate, which I think is rather attractive. It's quite a nice one. It's in good condition, and they're always desirable. There we are.
Still in the kitchen, David has spotted another of Ken's precious maritime possessions.
Yes, this one. It's very, very nice. It's a builder's half-block model. The pattern makers in the dockyards would have made these prior to the ship being built as a pattern for the actual finished job. Nice piece, a little bit of damage here. You don't find very many of them these days. That's a nice thing. I think we'll leave a bid on that one. See if that'll do the job.
Upstairs in the study, Stuart has found a tin toy train.
That's exciting. Whose make is it? Is it Japanese or? How can you make a toy like this and not put a name on it?
I've not seen this type of clockwork train either, Stuart.
I just can't work out how old it is. I don't recognise it. Ah, right, this is what I'm looking for now. MAR Toys. Made in England makes it sort of, well, in line with the look of the coach. It makes it sort of 30s or later. I'm going to leave a bid on it anyway.
I'm not surprised. This is an unusual model, right up Stuart's street.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello.
You are just sniffing out all the marine items,
Telegraph.
aren't you? That one is particularly nice, isn't it?
It's a Chad Burns again, the same as the one down below.
You going to leave a bid?
I think I'll leave a little bit on that, yeah.
A little bid?
Maybe a little bit bigger bid.
This is a serious bit of kit, isn't it?
It is a serious bit of kit, yes.
The specialist nautical market is really buoyant at the moment, with buyers paying a premium for good quality pieces, like this. Which is why he's got some serious competition downstairs.
He probably made a good bid. I'd love to see what he said. I wonder if I can beat that David fellow. So I'll pop mine in and just hope it's better than his.
On the first floor landing, an early 20th century brass ship's bell has caught David's eye.
With its clanger. Yeah, nice little thing.
In the kitchen, David Bond's bid on the boat model has also attracted the attention of David Ford. But can he compete with the specialist?
It's a half model, which is really rather nicely made. Oh, I see David's bid for that as well.
In the sitting room, David Bond is the first dealer to discover Ken's precious diver's helmet.
Now this is a Korean helmet, I believe. Deep sea diver's helmet. Nice old thing, not in bad condition. You can see it's had lots and lots of use. On the front, it's got a guard to stop you breaking the faceplate. And your vision is literally from the front there and the two side ports. Right, I wonder what it's going to take to make this man part with his item.
Meanwhile, in the little boy's room, big boy David has found something that takes his fancy.
Bohemian scent bottle, that, but it's unfortunately chipped. I'll make a little offer for that, although it's a bit damaged, but it's an offer.
Now Stuart has spotted the ship's bell David Bond left a bid on.
It's all come apart. The clapper's come out, but that's not a problem. I'll leave a bid on it.
Make sure you put it back together again, Stuart.
Gold.
Next to the diving helmet in the sitting room is a 1900s diving compass, and it's reminded David Bond of his last job, working for the Navy.
I actually used to use these in the Royal Navy as an attack swimmer. I might leave a little bid on that.
Hang on, David. What was that you said about attack swimming?
You would dive under the water, swim a mile underwater, put limpet mines onto ships to blow them up. That's what I used to do.
Blimey! Well, hopefully the only thing you'll be blowing out of the water today will be the other dealers' bids.
That's fun, isn't it? It's a little bit tired.
Well, Ken won't be happy David spotted his childhood toy, but the girls will be.
Ears have gone for a Burton. Poor thing.
Good restoration.
It's probably 1890s.
Certainly Victorian. And
Yes.
It's got the wheels on the base too, so it can be lifted off
And
its
wheeled
rockers.
around.
Yeah.
In good order, it's about £600. But in that condition, I think it's probably about, well, it's a lot less. I will have a go. It does need a lot of work, though.
Yeah.
So
they
it's not going to
definitely-
be buckets of money.
A little bit more?
No. If they don't take it, I'll live without it.
Well, it's a bit mean, but at least the neglected rocking horse is getting some attention today.
Lovely chair. Nice to see a chair like that in original upholstery still. But it's comfortable as well. Oh, yes.
Don't rest on your laurels too much, Stuart. David's about to make a rival bid for that train set you like.
I think it's quite fun. I mean, probably Stuart's made a better bid than me, but I'll have a go.
Back in the kitchen, there could be a storm brewing over the half-model ship.
I was hoping you wouldn't see that. Somebody's lifted it off the wall.
Yeah, no, yeah. I see you've got a bid and Davey's got a bid.
So you ought to join us, really.
Yeah, I'll leave a bid on it. So this is a bit interesting.
Now all 3 dealers have left a bid. This is going to be one hotly contested item. Come on, boys, you better get bidding. You've only got 5 minutes left.
Would have been a lunchbox, really, for dock workers, I suppose. Like the catch on it, like the name on it. All copper. We'll leave a bid.
Time up, everybody!
Whoa, time up.
I could have done with another
Week.
A whopping 34 items have been bid on in Ken and Gail's home. But what are the dealers really hoping to walk away with today?
I did like the ship's half hull. I'm not sure that I'd end up with it. Stiff competition, I think. 3 bids for it.
It's a very unusual piece. You don't find many of them these days. And I'd really like to take that home with me.
Something I really hope I do buy is the Telegraph in the kitchen, because it's a cracker. It's a very, very nice one.
Ken, Gail and Sophie have no idea what's been bid on or how much the dealers are willing to offer. But it's time to find out.
Well, you're back so soon. Those dealers said they could have done with about a week in your house. How are you feeling, Gail? Because you're very house proud, aren't you? What was it like having dealers going through your place?
It was okay. The house is lovely and tidy now.
You had a good blitz before we came. Do you think perhaps you're going to be faced with a few decisions that you weren't anticipating?
I think there might be.
Ken, you're not saying much. How are you feeling in all this process? Because the girls seem to have sort of quite made their mind up about some things.
Always do.
Is it the same with everything in this house?
More or less, yeah. Yeah.
Well, in here is what is on the table today. Go on, Sophie.
Ooh. Oh, that's nice.
Yes. £5,965.
Very good.
Well, I think we've got a few interesting decisions to make.
Good.
Ken, Gail and Sophie could be walking away with a lot of money today, and you could too in our competition. However much cash they turn down from our dealers' offers will also be today's total cash prize. First up is Ken's worn-out old rocking horse, which Gail loathes, but Ken loves.
Now, I've just brought you into this room, and Gail, the first thing you said to me was, "There's a bid on the horse!"
Yes, I'm very happy.
So, Ken, what does this mean for you? Because, I mean, you've grown up with this, haven't you?
That was my great-granny's, and she died at 102. So it's been in the family a lot of years.
It is in bad condition. David Ford says £60.
Oh, well, if you like it that much for £60.
What do you think, Gail?
I think it should go. It'll just get worse and worse. Condition will deteriorate, and then it won't be any good to
Okay,
anybody.
you go.
Yeah?
Mm.
Don't let me force you.
No.
That's a yes.
Well, our independent valuer has actually said, because of the condition, £50 to £100.
Yeah. That's my childhood gone.
What I want to know is, who's going to get the £60?
There's another question. Yeah.
Now, Ken, brace yourself. Those dealers also want that tin train you played with as a boy.
And it's part of my childhood again. So, yeah, I love that train.
It's in pretty good condition, but it looks as if it's been well loved, Ken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's been bashed about, that's for sure, yeah.
But is it something you want to get rid of?
Not particularly, but if it's got to go, it's got to go.
It'll depend on the bids, really, won't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Well, David Ford, he says £40.
Do you think?
No, I don't think.
No?
No.
Okay.
Surprised about that.
Stuart. Stuart has bid £100.
I'm worried now.
No, I think that's a good offer.
Looks like it's going then.
Sure?
Yeah.
Depends what the
definitely.
independent valuer says.
The independent valuer says £100 to £150.
Well, I think £100 good.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite sure?
Certainly. At the end of the day, it's just an old tin train.
Yeah.
Quite sad about it, though. Yeah, it's gone.
Next up is Ken's diving helmet that holds precious memories for him of his brother, who died many years ago. Will David's bid be able to tempt him to sell?
Now, Ken, is it fair to say this is pretty much your pride and joy?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I absolutely love it. And that reminds me a little bit of my brother, to be honest. It's something I wouldn't part with at all.
Well, we better look, hadn't we?
You better, haven't you?
Better hand, maybe,
better
just in
look.
case.
Yes.
Well, David Bond, our marine specialist, says £600.
No, I definitely wouldn't.
No, we're all in agreement on that one.
Well, the independent valuation, just for your information, is between 500 and 700.
No, definitely not.
No. That'll be passed on.
So the diver's helmet is staying in the family, and that could be great news for you, because don't forget, any cash turned down from our dealers' offers goes into today's competition prize fund. And there's more coming your way, because Ken stood his ground and also kept the diving compass and the ship's telegraph that was on the stairs. And as for the one in the kitchen, despite strong bids, Gail agreed the telegraph was worth more to both of them.
No, I don't think I would get rid of it for that.
You're out of trouble, Ken.
I'm out the woods on this one.
No.
So far, Ken's managed to cling on to his beloved maritime collection. But with all three dealers after the next item, the ship's half-hull model, will the bids be too good to turn down?
Now, one of the things all three dealers loved in your house is this half-block model. Where's this come from originally?
That came from Dad's old office. He works in the fishing industry, and he actually knew the boat that the hull was made from.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. I like that.
What do you think of it, Sophie?
At first I didn't really like it, but it goes really well in this kitchen.
Well, it is 19th century in date, and a lot of collectors would really go for this. David Ford has bid you £285.
Oh, nice.
What do you reckon, Gail? Would you sell it for that?
No, I don't think I would, because it does look really nice on the cooker. I don't know what else I would put in its place.
Stuart has bid you £500.
Oh,
Are you sure you couldn't find something to fill the space?
I might be able to find something else from there.
So would you sell it for that, Gail?
I would, yes.
Are you tempted, Ken?
Tempted, yeah. Yeah.
Well, we've got one more bid. David Bond is our marine specialist. David Bond has bid you £700.
Definitely got something in mind.
Ken, you feeling the pressure?
I am actually, yeah.
£700 or the boat model that was on your father's office wall. What are you going to do?
What do you want to do?
I think that is a really good offer.
What do you think?
It's up to you.
Oh,
Has it got sentimental value?
not really.
So I think you should go for it then.
Our independent valuer has valued this model in the right market at between £500 and £700. So David Bond's offer of £700 is right at the top end of that estimate. And remember, that's cash today, no commission for an auction house.
I think the boat's gone.
It's gone.
I'm glad I've won that piece. Not surprising I've won it at that price.
Gail has been keen to declutter, but Ken has been reluctant to sell his most treasured possessions. He did, however, agree to sell the ship's brass bell, the Victorian Imari meat plate, and also the Bohemian scent bottle. But with over £5,000 on offer, how much have they actually sold?
So, Gail, you were on a bit of a mission, weren't you, to declutter here?
I was, yes, yes.
Do you think you've achieved that today?
Yes, so much. There's a lot more to be done, but it's a good start.
Ken, how are you feeling? To me, it seems really it's about getting rid of childhood things for you.
They've been there that long, and they need to go, so they've gone.
Well, over £5,000 was on the table, and you have made today £1,317.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, girl.
Next, we're off to Cheshire. Down a quiet cul-de-sac is this 4-bedroom semi, and all around the house are neatly arranged collections of antiques lining windowsills, topping cupboards, and hiding inside cabinets. These collections were lovingly put together by Mike, who is a self-proclaimed obsessive.
I'm afraid all collecting is a bit of a bug, really, and I've got it strong. But obviously, after a time, you get tired of certain items, so you want to move on to something else. So I decided to try and sell a few things so that I can put them on into stamps.
Mike has a collection of Wedgwood lustreware he's trying to reduce.
Well, I would like to sell the large Wedgwood bowl and the small Wedgwood bowl because they're not of the same size as the others in my collection. They're still very, very decorative, and I do like them. However, if the price is right on the day, they can go.
But what won't be going, according to Mike, are some choice items from his varied silver collection, such as these Georgian and Victorian sugar sifters. But I think the dealers will love these and may make bids that will tempt him and change his mind.
So, of all your pieces in the house, is anything inherited, or is it all items that you've acquired?
No, everything is... There's everything I've acquired. I haven't inherited anything.
So why are you interested in silver particularly? You've got quite varied examples. You've got some quite early Georgian pieces.
Yes.
And then you've got your gilt inkstand. I mean, this is quite opulent looking, isn't it? Where did that come from?
Well, I saw it on the internet and I liked the looks of it and I asked a few questions and put in a bid and I was very pleased to get it.
And I also think the dealers are going to rather like that.
Well, that may be the case. I'll have to put in a good bid if they want it.
So Mike seems willing to sell, but only for top money. This isn't going to be easy for our dealers, but up for this challenge are James, Alison and Tim.
Okay.
Now, this gentleman homeowner is very neat and tidy. Why he's letting you three in, I've no idea, but there we go. Everything that you're going to be interested in is quite beautifully displayed for you. Well, you better go and get started.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
On, man. Forward, ho.
Our secret dealers all have their specialisms, but one of their shared interests is silver. So I think we can expect some competition and some big bids.
Oh, look, a fruit machine.
When it comes to buying, James likes taking risks on the more unusual items.
Oh, no. I've lost already.
Alison, on the other hand, is drawn to the shiny and beautiful.
Big ladle.
And caught in the middle is Tim, who straight away has found a pair of markers used for scoring in the card game Whist. They're Japanese, made in the early 20th century, and very valuable because of the delicate inlaid workmanship called shibayama.
Nice, this is ivory, all inlaid with little insects, all mother of pearl and jade, a little bit of coral. This is like a whist mark or something like that. And shibayama means that it's set into the ivory. So, she'll leave a bid on those.
An unusual and wonderful find. That's worth a lot of money. Upstairs in one bedroom, James is bidding on some old clocks, while in another, Alison has noticed those sugar sifters.
Well, they're all very pretty. Can you imagine that? Shaking your sugar all over the strawberries.
But you better watch out, as here comes the competition.
Right. You finished in here yet, Alison?
Nearly, I'm just adding it up.
I think I rather like these sugar sifters.
They don't sell there, do they?
No.
Is that crafty Alison trying to put James off?
Well, I think these are a nice collection of silver sugar sifters. And they're nice quality ones.
Well, I don't think it's worked.
I'm going to leave a bid on the 7 sifters.
And I was doing my bid on 7 sifters and 2 butter knives. So I'm redoing my bid.
Is that allowed?
Of course it's allowed, it's what we're here for.
Kate.
You're getting quite caught up by all these spoons, aren't you?
Very caught up with spoons, yeah.
There is quite a bit of silver downstairs.
Is there?
Good.
As well?
Yeah.
Okay, well...
Just thought I'd let you know.
That's very kind. Thank you. about that?
And if they're quick, they might get in there before Tim, who's sounding out Mike's collection of Wedgwood lustreware.
That sounds a bit dull, though. When it's dull like that and it's not pinging, it means that there's probably a little hairline crack on it. Doesn't look as if it's had restoration, but I would think that somewhere there's a little crack on that.
Sorry, Mike. Tim's passed on that one.
Problem with this is that it's not Fairyland Lustre. If it had some fairies dancing around it, we'd be talking about £2,000 or something like this. This is a bruiser, absolute, and a lovely, lovely background colour, this green. But again, you know, the elusive fairy, nice ringtone to that. I like that, I think that's nice. I think that's probably the nicest of this Wedgwood in this house.
Mike will be pleased his large bowl's got a bid, but will it be enough? At last, Tim's found the silver.
You've had your time.
Well, I've only just arrived here, James.
Have you? Well, I won't interfere. There's nothing upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't bother to go up.
I've heard that before. Alison's still up there, so...
Yeah, no, she's got stuck in the loo.
I think James could be trying to pull a fast one there, but Alison is taking her time upstairs, and she risks missing out on some of the best items in this house.
These two little Shibayama wrist markers. And they're really quite pretty, aren't they? I think I like those as much as anything in the house.
That's bid number 2 on the Shibayama.
That's very smart.
Ah, Tim's now found that opulent gilt inkwell.
Silver inkwell. Well, if you look here, it's been gilded. I mean, it looks like gold, but it's not gold. It's silver, and it's been washed in gold. But that's really nice. Good thing to see is that if the bottles aren't damaged, they're the right hallmarks as well, the original bottle. So that's nice. So I like that. This is a strong bid for this.
It might have to be, because all our dealers seem to be going for the same quality items.
Wedgwood Lustre. See, someone's had a go at this. Tim's had a go at this. Hate to be outbid by Tim. I'm going to leave a bid on that. Oh, well. I think that's obvious.
Tim, you found the corner cupboard.
Excuse me. I'm going in there
He's
next.
going in there.
I've been forming an orderly queue for 20 minutes.
Are you trying to dictate to me?
James is keen to get into that cabinet. Could it be that he spotted that silver inkstand too?
Let's have a look at this that Tim's put a bid on. Silver gilt desk set. That's a nice thing. So I think it's mid-19th century. Very saleable.
What's very saleable? What's very saleable?
Nothing. The oak corner cupboard, very saleable.
Oh, could it be the gilded inkstand?
OK, I'll leave a price on that. OK.
Goodness, with all the dealers after the same things, it's getting a bit tense.
Another piece of Wedgwood. There's the mark. This is quite a big one, isn't it, that one? The bigger the better, with bowls and ceramics.
Right. I am in a rush. Sifting spoons. I'm going to leave a bid on. Yeah. Silver Sifters 7.
Great, that's 3 bids on the sugar sifters, and there may be just time to make it a hat trick on the inkstand.
No, that is very nice. In fact, I think that's the nicest thing in the house, don't you?
I think it's very smart.
Yeah. 30 seconds.
30 seconds, Alison.
Ruff, Alison.
OK, time's up.
Oh.
Out we go.
Just finished in time.
Come on, Alison, the coffees are on you.
Oh, my God.
No, too late.
Alison might be getting the coffees, but who will be going home with Mike's fabulous antiques? In total, the dealers bid on 31 items, but they all seem to want the same things.
2 things I'd really like to get my hands on are the silver inkwell. I quite like those Shibayama markers with the inlaid ivory.
There was only one thing that really did stand out to me, and that was the silver gilt inkstand. And I'm hoping that I might be leaving the house with that today.
I think there's going to be a lot of competition for the inkstand, because I think we all like that very much.
Looks like we could have a real fight on our hands. That's great news for Mike. Time to get him back in the house and find out the total amount of cash he could squeeze from our dealers today.
They certainly found lots to bid on. And in this envelope is what is on offer today.
£6,774. Very nice. Let's hope that the offers are what I'm looking for.
That's a lot of stamps.
So there's a limit to how much I'm prepared to spend on any single one.
Okay.
Got to be careful. Don't go overboard.
Well, I think the dealers might have gone overboard on a few things. We'll have to find out.
Nice. Lead on.
First up, it's those Japanese Shibayama markers that both Tim and James would love to take home.
Now, this pair of whist markers, Mike,
Yes.
what made you buy them?
Well, I did have an interest in ivory at one time, but I kept those because they're so beautiful. The Shibayama work on them is lovely.
Did you know they were top quality when you bought them?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did. I paid top price for them as well, unfortunately.
That's what I was getting at. OK. Well, two dealers have left you a bid here. Let's see what they think.
OK.
Tim, first of all, has left you £225.
That's quite good. Not quite good enough, I think, but quite good.
Well, we've also got a bid here from James. James says, for the pair, 500.
Excellent. I'll happily take that.
What did you pay, Mike?
I paid 250, and it was a long time ago. So, yes, I'm quite pleased with that. It gives me a decent return.
£500?
Well, I think I paid a full price, but I think they're very, very nice quality, and I'm pleased to get them.
Our independent valuer thought the whist markers would make between £300 and £500 at auction, so Mike did very well there. Next, it's the set of 7 silver sugar sifters he's reluctant to sell.
How long did it take you to collect all of these?
Oh, years. Yes. And some of them are very old. Some of them do go back to the early 18th century, which is unusual on sifting spoons.
But all three dealers want all 7.
I think if they just want all of them, I think I'll say no. But let's see what they say anyway. Let's see what they've offered.
OK. Tim says for all 7, 400.
Well, it's a good offer, I won't deny that. But it's not going to tempt me.
Our independent valuer says for all 7, between £500 and £700.
Yes, he's probably right in the market. I'm not denying that. I just don't think I really want to let them go at that.
Alison says 440.
No thanks, I'll pass.
So it's down to James.
Yes.
James says £600.
That's a very good offer, I must admit. I'm tempted now.
What are you thinking about, Mike?
Well, I'm thinking I like them a lot, but I like money as well, so I'd be silly to refuse that offer. I think I'll take it.
Wow, £600?
Maybe I'll have them forever, but I don't care because they're lovely things, they're good quality, and I'm happy to have them. So there.
That's 2 wins in a row for James, who's paying top money today. Now, have our dealers dug as deep for the large Wedgwood bowl?
All 3 dealers want this one.
Good.
We've got 3 bids sitting here. Tim has bid you £150.
Good, but not quite good enough.
Let's see if we can find a little bit more for you then, because James has also left you a bid. He says £300.
That's excellent. That is very good.
Well, it's double what Tim has left
Exactly,
you, isn't
yes,
it?
Yes.
Our independent valuer says that this bowl ought to reach, in the current market, between £300 and £500.
That's good. I didn't pay anything like that, I'm glad to say.
So, would you sell it at £300?
I would, yes.
Well, just before you make up your mind, we better just check out what Alison has left you. Alison has left you £380.
That's excellent, she can have it.
So that's a definite sale.
It's a definite sale, yes.
So can you remember how much you paid for this one, Mike?
Well, with postage, it was just over 200.
I think you're feeling quite pleased with yourself, Mike.
I'm pleased with that, yes.
Well, I'm happy with that. That's good. Ish.
£380. I personally do not think that she will get a profit on that bowl.
Well, keep watching to find out later if Alison paid over the odds. And what about the rest of Mike's Wedgwood? Well, he refused £200 from Alison for one of his treasured 8-inch bowls. He also kept a silver salver all 3 dealers had left a bid on, and a Victorian carriage clock which James fancied. Now it's that silver gilt inkstand which all the dealers really want.
Mike, this is a bit flash for you, isn't it?
Well, it's a lovely piece of antique silver, and I like antique silver.
Well, you do see plenty of silver inkstands about, but you don't very often see a silver gilt one, which is essentially, of course, an inkstand made of silver, but overlaid with a very thin layer of gold. Well, it is Victorian, isn't it? It's hallmarked for London, 1886.
That's right.
Now, our dealers, they were fighting over this, Mike. In fact, they've all left you a bid, all 3 of them.
Right.
I think, do you know, I think I'm going to go for James first.
Right.
James has bid you £400.
I don't think I'll let it go at that. It's more or less what I paid for it. If someone offers me a price that I really think is exceptional, then I'll take it. But otherwise, I'm quite happy to hold on to it.
Let's have a look at what Alison thinks. Alison says 485.
That looks good.
Your eyes have started shining. There's a big smile.
Yes.
So is that good enough?
It is good enough, yes.
Well, Alison may not have it in the bag quite yet. Tim says 499.
Can't you make it up to 500?
Well, I think that's a bit mean, isn't it, really? I like round figures. I don't know about you. I think 499 is an average offer, because our independent valuers actually said £500 to £700 for this, because they are rare silver gilt inkstands. And the market actually, at the moment, loves this sort of thing. So I'm going to say just hang fire a minute, Mike.
OK.
Because I'm going to go and have a word with those dealers. I'm going to ask them if anybody wants to perhaps up their bid a little bit.
OK, fine.
Because I know how much they want this.
Hi, Kate.
Come on in, you 3.
Hi, Kate.
You've all bid quite close together. And I know all 3 of you want to go home with this piece. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to rebid.
Well, it is a very nice thing.
It is very smart.
I'm prepared to have another go at it.
What about you 2?
I'm going to stay with the bid that I placed.
Yeah, I could reconsider.
I think Mike's talked me into being a big spender.
Well, I'm going to join in for the spirit of the
I see.
You know, I felt that you were being left out there.
Are you done, James?
I'm done.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. We have 3 new bids.
OK.
Tim has bid you £500.
All right.
Cheapskate.
I thought it was a really good offer, you see, in the first
It's a round
place.
number, anyway.
It is a round number, isn't it?
Yes.
OK, so we have Alison. Alison has left you 501.
Couldn't get much closer.
So James has bid you £525.
That's
Ooh, James.
That's good.
I think you're good.
Hang on a minute.
muscle flexing, haven't we?
Sounds very good. In that case, I will let it go.
Well done,
Well
James.
done, James.
Thank you very much. It's a deal. Excellent.
Excellent.
I'm very glad to be going home with it, and I think they'll be quite cross that they didn't get it.
I was thinking, should I bid £550? And he who hesitates is lost, and I lost it. I'm sick.
Well, hopefully next time, Tim, you won't try penny pinching. At least Mike was happy he did well out of the dealers. He also sold a Georgian silver salt cauldron to James. Alison went away with his telescope and a beautifully decorated Victorian silver jug. But just how much cash has Mike managed to raise?
Well, you have made today, Mike, £1,000.
Very nice.
And another £1,000, which
Even
makes
better.
£2,000.
Have a night out on that.
Well, you have got a little bit more to make your grand total today £3,620.
Thank you. I'll spend some of it on stamps. I'll squander the rest.
Squander the rest. That
Never
sounds very
mind.
frivolous for such a measured man. Enjoy your little stash.
I will. Thank you.
So between them, Ken and Gail and Mike have made nearly £5,000 from selling their belongings today. But how have our dealers got on with what they bought? Alison put down a hefty bid for that Wedgwood Lustre bowl and perhaps should have held back, as it's still weighing down the shelves in her shop. James sifted out some profit on those silver spoons, selling them for £650. But what about that silver gilt inkstand? Well, James liked it so much, he found a home for it on his desk. And last but not least, that strong bid David Bond made for the ship's hull model paid off handsomely because he sold it for £1,100. And what about our families? Well, as promised, Mike put his money into his stamp collection, buying some George VI Commonwealth stamps. And Ken and Gail have also spent their money, treating the whole family to a slap-up weekend in Edinburgh.